Welcome to another audit. Today, we are going to be looking at Very Little Nightmares, accessibility mobile versus PC. So let's dive in to this game. I actually have not been able to play the PC version of this game because of the lighting and different effects in the keys and things I have to use. So I haven't actually been able to play this on PC. So I'm hoping on mobile it'll actually work better. So far, the downside, there isn't like a menu to adjust things. However, mobile accessibility is always better because smaller screen, finger navigation, and device customization. So even though it doesn't have a menu that I can use specifically to change things, I can still have those settings on my device. So the finger navigation. I always have an easier time with that because I'm able to have good or bad days with my dexterity, so finger navigation is always easier. The third person POV on this is okay. The smaller screen makes it easier, as well as it being vertical instead of horizontal because it's less space for a few reasons. It helps with my ADHD. I can focus better on a smaller screen. And it also means there's less area to like look at, right? I don't know. It's just easier. Let's see right now. Okay, I can't go up there. So since there isn't like a tutorial or anything, I'm not able to really know what's happening. Now, puzzles. I'm not innately good at these necessarily. So the issues I'm having with this game so far, no tutorial mode, which would be nice just to get an intro to things. No navigation prompts, so there's not like a map I can look at or anything. And I can't toggle. So like I can't just toggle and leave on the walking. I have to constantly like push where the character is going to go, and there's no way to just make that automatic. Some games have that, some don't. I would say with this one, it would make it a little bit easier for me if it did have that. So going up here, oh, okay, so we get obstacles, which, ouch, which I know will happen. But again, having a tutorial mode to like kind of practice would be nice because tap twice to run. Okay, so I'm tapping twice, but I think it means quickly. I'm gonna get run over again, that's fine. So I need to tap twice quicker, and I have to, so I need to tap in advance where I need to go. See, this is why having like a tutorial mode would be helpful. Just for cognitive processing, being autistic, I have a cognitive processing delay, so it will take me a bit longer to figure it out. So like now I know where I need to click, but it's getting my brain and my hands to like meet up in the middle so that I'm able to actually click it. So I have to trigger that first. Now I need to go over there. Okay. Good notes. Minimal lighting issues with the mobile version versus the PC version. It's not too bright, but again, mobile versus PC, I am able to customize my screen to have what I need it to with the lighting and the different things. So that is not necessarily because of the game, it's just because I'm doing it on a mobile device instead of on a PC. Okay, so I'm going in. Okay. I mean, overall, like, I'd say the vibe of it is pretty similar to the PC game. I will say that there is a little too much motion. So let me explain. As I move, the camera shifts. The environment is moving with me depending on what direction I'm going. And not having it in like a fixed spot makes it a little bit difficult for motion sickness for me. this will trigger my vertigo. I won't be able to play this very long because of this, like the way it's doing the tracking. So if you're prone to motion sickness, vertigo, if you have struggles with your equilibrium with balance and things, things like that can impact it, the way the screen moves. So for this game in particular, on the mobile version and on the PC version, it would be nice if there's a way to turn that off so that it doesn't follow where you're going, which I know can be potentially maybe a little counterproductive depending on the game, but it would definitely make it easier. Also, having visual prompts would be nice because the tapping that you see, that's just me with my screen tap on so that I can see where I tap it. But it would be nice if there was some visual cues when it's tapped in general. That would just be nice. So, puzzle difficulty wise, I think it's good. It is not super complicated and it's not too simple. I think having the cognitive processing delay, and since it doesn't have prompts or tutorial mode, the puzzle difficulty is a little bit hard for me. So if you are autistic or ADHD or otherwise neurodivergent, that could be a barrier for you, just depending on how your brain works. But overall, I'd say that's not necessarily something I think the game should change because I think they've made it as simple as they can. Just, adding those few things would be nice to it just to make navigation and things easier. So far, I haven't gotten stuck on a puzzle yet, and they may take me a little longer to do, but so far I'm able to figure them out. So I play in general a lot of like FMV games and a lot of story-based games that have like a super intense emphasis on story instead of puzzle. I don't play a lot of games that are puzzle centered like the Little Nightmares franchise because really there is a good story with it, but it is very puzzle centered. Okay, so nice that the key is very visible and it's on top. I was gonna, oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. It does highlight interactions when it's going on. So that is very nice. And I do like that a lot. And like with this, I mean, the puzzles are, it's logical. Like one side's closed, open the other side, push the jar down, and don't go back down. Okay, so this is the first time I've seen like an enemy risk in the game, which is nice. So that does kind of just make it fun. So then whatever I'm about to go set free, hopefully it's friendly. this this could be the end. Hopefully it's friendly. I assume I'm supposed to let whatever it is out. So I will hope that as I play, as I get through the game, which I'll probably need to stop soon because it's starting to make me motion sick. I would say overall, the accessibility score I'd give this out of 10 is an 8. It definitely is more accessible on mobile than PC, so I would definitely recommend it for mobile users instead, for a simplified version of the game where you have a little bit more control. I'd say an 8 is a pretty good accessibility score. So far, the games I've played have not even touched above a 4. I'll be adding the scores now in all my videos that I post, so you'll be able to see. This part here, I already know I'm about to get stuck. So this will probably be where I stop playing. But overall, if games have mobile versions, I think it can be a lot more accessible and a lot better for people that want to game things that are on smaller screens. So, like if you have a Switch, for example, games can potentially be easier for you. Like I play Skyrim on Switch and I play Mortal Kombat on Switch, and it just decreases the issues I have with like my Meniere's disease and like the cognitive processing and things like that. So overall, I think if I had to pick between the two, mobile over PC for Little Nightmares. If you can't handle playing Little Nightmares, try the mobile version and see if you like it. But leave a like, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next audit.